Hi, so in this video we are going to see about social environment. So this is unit 3 in business environment. So under this social environment we are going to discuss the following topics. So we're going to see about the meaning of social environment, the various components, and we are going to see about the role of family, the concept of social stratification, the meaning of cultural environment, the impact of foreign culture and communal groups on business, and finally we are going to wind up with corporate social responsibility. So moving on to the first topic, which is the meaning of social environment. What is social environment? So social environment encompasses various components. The various components are the role of family, cultural aspects and communal groups. Generally, social environment are of the nature which are beyond the control of the company, but they still influence business decisions. So for the first component under social environment is the role of family. So what is a family? A family is a basic unit of a society. Too many families create a society. Yes, so a family is nothing but there is a group of 2 or more people who live together in the same house. So generally there are three types of families. One is the nuclear family, other one is extended family, other one is single parent family. So the first one, nuclear family, it is wherein you will have the father, mother and the children living together in the same house. Extended family is nothing but joint family, wherein you have various generations, several generations like grandparents, parents, children, they live together in the same family, in the same house. And single parent family is wherein you will have either of the parent or the mother who live with their children. So this is what is the role of family. So what is the role of family in business? So generally family structure, they influence the purchasing decision. If it is a nuclear family or a single parent family, the elder would be either the father or the mother. So their purchasing decisions is based on the head of the family. Wherein under joint family system, it would be like the elder person who would take the purchasing decision. So these have an impact on the businesses. So this is how the family have a role, a family structure have a significance on changing business decisions. So the next concept which we are going to see about is social stratification. So a family is a basic unit of a society. So more number of families, they create a society. So in a society, there is a classification of families into groups. Ranking of families would happen. Okay, ranking of social groups is like very common. In India, this ranking or this classification or stratification or social stratification is of very common in any society for that matter. In ancient India, the same stratification is based on occupation. So we had 4 types of classification of groups. One is the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaisyas and Sudras. But in modern India, the same stratification have changed on the basis of income of people. Say for example, upper class, middle class, working class and lower class. So what does this social stratification have significance on business decisions? These social stratification determines the lifestyle of the people, determines the prestige of people. Thus, that has an impact on the taste and preferences of people, and indirectly it's going to influence the business decisions. So the next concept which we are going to study is the cultural environment. So before moving on, what is a cultural environment? We should know what is a culture. A culture is nothing but its custom, knowledge, belief, values, attitudes, ideas, languages of people in a society. So when I talk about cultural environment or culture, culture is an habit which is learned socially, which is shared among people, which is transmitted from generation to generation. Culture is a knowledge, culture is a belief, culture is a perception of people on a particular object or a particular thing. Culture is a value, culture is an emotional feeling of the people. Culture is a perception of a people on what is right, what is wrong, what is moral and what is immoral. Culture also encompasses language, because each language has its own unique phonetics and heritage. So, how this cultural environment can influence business? Cultural environment influences the products to be manufactured. Cultural environment influences the marketing strategy to be adopted in a society by the business, and the culture actually influences the type of management that is made by the business. So this is the importance of culture in business environment. So we are in a globalization era where there are new terminologies that have been evolved in cultural aspect. The three main terminologies are cultural adaptation, cultural shock, and cultural lag. So what is cultural adaptation? So the process of adjusting into a new culture is cultural adaptation. So if a person feels comfortable in adapting to a new culture, so then that's called as cultural adaptation. Cultural shock is an opposite to cultural adaptation. If a person is not comfortable changing his culture, if a person is not comfortable, or if he is in a confused state, if he is in a sense of depression when changing his culture, when he is in a foreign country or a foreign society, this is called as cultural shock. There is one more terminology which is so important from academic point of view as well, which is cultural lag. So what is cultural lag? Cultural lag is nothing but the slowness in culture to change its norms and rules in relation to that of technological advancement. Generally, cultural lag results in social problems. So to understand better of what is cultural lag, let's have an example. So we had this video games and children. So the usage of video games by the children have started in late 1980s, but it took more time for the culture to have a social research that to have a realization that there is a negative impact on over usage of video games by the children. So by the time the culture realized that there is a negative impact of over usage of video games, there has been a rapid growth of technological advancement, which has led to a social problem, that is stunted growth of children. So this is what is a cultural lag is all about. Now let's move on to the next concept, which is impact of foreign culture on business. So generally, Indian culture is considered as Eastern culture. Eastern culture are characterized by traditionality, spiritualistic, and closed culture. So let's move on to what is the influence of Western culture on Eastern culture. What is the impact of Western culture on Indian businesses? So there are 6 main impact of Western culture on Indian business. The first one is material orientation. Earlier it was like Indian businesses were value oriented, but now we could have seen various MNCs, multinational companies, corporations coming in, which stands as a symbol for material orientation, which is profit motive and wealth maximization. The second main impact of Western culture on Indian business is urbanization. So urbanization is wherein there is migration of village people to cities for work. Okay, so earlier it was like more of villages, but now we could see more of urbanization happening. There is more of migrant people, village people coming into cities in India. This is one of the influence of Western culture in India. The third one is the private sector attraction. The fourth one is the technology and innovation. So there are various MNC companies which has brought to us with the technological advancement and which has made people adapt to new innovations. And there is an impact of Western culture in family system, in marriages, in relationships, and it has also drastically changed the role of women in the society. Earlier it was like women were restricted to indoors household works, but gone were the days. But now women were into various arenas. So this is how there is an impact of Western culture on Indian businesses. The next concept which we are going to see about is impact of communal groups on business. So when I talk about communal groups, the communal groups can be divided into 4 important groups. One is the caste system, second one is communal system, third one is joint family system, fourth one is religious groups, fifth one is linguistic groups, and sixth one is social organization. So what is caste system? What is its impact on business? So say for example, a caste system determines the risk-bearing ability of people. The caste system has an influence on the affordability for business. So say for example, Marwadis, Chettiars, they are more prone to new businesses, new ventures when compared to that of other caste. The next one is the communal system. When I talk about communal system, it is the community. So a particular community people form a basis for the professional factors, their choice of profession. Say for example, rural community, they are more prone to taking agriculture as their profession when compared to that of urban community where they take industries as their profession. Then comes the joint family system. So we all know that the joint family system, the head of the family is called the Karta, and he would be the decision maker, and it is the joint family, the head of the family is purchasing decision is generally going to have influence on the business. The next one is the social organization. When I talk about social organizations, it's both personal groups as well as formal groups. When I talk about personal groups, it's the family. It's the interaction between individuals in a family, clubs, friends, etc. When I talk about interactions, formal interactions, it is more of enterprises, the organizations, the company form of business, everything. So these social organizations definitely have an influence on business. Linguistic, the meaning of linguistic groups is language groups. So each language groups, they have a distinct, unique ambition, unique expectation. They have a different feature. Say for example, the expectation, the taste and preferences of a Tamilian would different from that of the ambition, expectation, taste and preference of a Punjabi. So this is how language groups have an influence on business. And finally, religious groups. India is a country wherein there are various religious groups. Each religious belief would determine the needs and preferences, which influences business decisions. So the next thing, the final thing which we are going to see is the social responsibility. We also call this corporate social responsibility, the CSR. So generally, the Carroll's model pyramid of CSR is this. So there are 4 responsibility of a business in a society. So one is the economic responsibility, that it has to make more and more profit, more money. The second one is legal responsibility, that is a company has to obey the rules and regulations. Ethical responsibility is wherein the company has to be ethical, okay? It has to be truthful to the community. And finally, philanthropic responsibility. It is more of giving back to the society, wherein both environmentally and helping the community, the business has to give back to the society. So this is what the main concept of social responsibility is all about. So in this video, let me summarize what we studied. So under meaning of social environment, we studied the various components of social environment, which is beyond the control of the business that has an impact on it. And under family, we saw there are 3 types of family, and more families, they create a society. And the society, we will have various classification. In ancient India, it was like Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaisyas and Sudras, and modern India, it's like based on the income, the stratification is made. And we saw about the cultural environment, the meaning of what a culture is all about. And we saw about the foreign culture on business. We saw the Eastern culture and the Western culture, and the 6 important impact of foreign culture on Indian businesses. And then we saw about the impact of communal groups on business. And finally, we saw about the 4 major CSR responsibilities of a business in a society. So with this, I hope you have clearly understood the social environment of business. Thank you.